Well, one of the best icon teams ever looks like is coming out on Friday here, and it's strange we already have leaks for it. So there's a couple things I'm very interested in, and we're going to talk about that, because usually by now on a Sunday night when I'm recording this video, Monday morning if you're seeing this probably around that time, there's not player leaks for the next promo yet, but there is now. We're going to talk about it. Apparently we know the name for it as well, it looks like, and yeah, I'm here in the SBC menu, so I want to talk about a couple things that are in here. We've got other stuff to talk about today, of course, as well. If you're here in the summer, thank you. You are the real MVP. If you guys want to buy coins, you can go to mmoxp.com. The link is in the description. Use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. And we got an icon player pick today. It's like a new one that is kind of good, actually, or at least a good relatively in terms of what we've gotten so far this year for icon picks, or at least the last like 3-4 months. This one you can actually get some pretty decent stuff in it. I'm not going to open it for today's video. I'll probably have it for tomorrow's video is my guess. I'm going to do it. If you want to see the full list of who you can get in this, it's right here. You know, some of these won't count, like Puskas and Gerard, because their objectives are SBCs and stuff like that. But you know, the top end is really, really good. There's a lot of good top end options, which is kind of rare for these icon picks recently. I'm not like saying it's a must do or anything like that, but at least there's a lot of cards in here that are gonna be kind of worth something. Now keep in mind, go to page 3 here, and this is going to be what you're going to get, right? You're probably going to get these guys here. There's a lot of birthday icons that are not really worth anything, but there's at least upside to it, which I guess is like good compared to other icon picks we've gotten recently. And then also League SBCs. I want to talk about this because obviously we talked about the best way to grind that a couple days ago. I want to say is when we talked about that. You can actually make coins doing that right now, and to be honest with you, you can make a good amount of coins right now doing it. It is tedious, and you're probably going to need pale tools if you want to like really make coins off of it, but if you do grind it a few times a day, you're gonna make some coins. And I'm actually up like a few 100k from just starting doing this, you know, 4 or 5 days ago, I would say. And I only do it for maybe an hour a day, I want to say, by using pale tools. So it's possible. Is it that fun to do right now? You know, you be the judge on that one. Now let's take a look at this. So AC did say the next promo will include greats of the game icons / heroes, bombs, fire emojis soon. I was thinking, okay, interesting. We already have this info on a Sunday. I wonder what cards will be leaked already. And the first one came, and it's R9. Okay, well that's a hell of a start. It's one of those things where it's like, ooh, hyped up icon, except you're never gonna be able to afford him. Like ever. The team of the year is 4.5, and it's been, you know, 6 mil plus since release, to be honest with you. We keep going up, and okay, Ronaldinho as well. So Dino also in the promo, and luckily the replies were catching on a little bit. You know, chance of packing equals 0.000, repeating 28 times 1. And actually what you notice here is that the other promo team was called Greats of the Game. This one appears to be called Greatest of the Game. I'm not sure if that's on accident or if that's a coincidence, but it seems like that is on purpose. If you scroll down this reply, it says, surely if it's based on the greatest, this should be easily the best promo by far. We should also get some crazy SBCs no matter who it is. And then who actually replied to that tweet was AC Futrer down here saying, yeah, you're about right. And then the third icon leaked was also Johan Cruyff. So literally the best icons. Like that's like 3 of the best basically right there that are coming in this promo. And Wet Design says, we're just started, boys. And this was the third icon leaked. So by just started, he means after these 3 that have been leaked so far, we are just getting started. So I don't know what the hell this promo is going to look like, but we're going to have probably some great SBCs in it. We've got another teaser here from FIFA Trading Romania saying, keep your fodders for the next promo. Sunglass smiling man emoji, bomb emoji. Top reply, can't keep what I don't have. And you know, he's just teasing out more apparently great SBCs on the way here coming up for this promo. So not to be that guy, but I hope so, because if we just get obviously R10, R9 and Cruyff in packs, you're not going to pack them. It's not going to mean too much if the promo team is incredibly hyped up, because the players are some of the best of all time, but the pack weight's beyond horrendous. You can't get anybody. But we're hearing a lot of crazy things, so I'm going to, you know, not make a judgment already off of Sunday. Now, it is interesting that we have these leaks already. So there's a couple things that I was thinking about of what this could be. One, which was like, it's like 0.1% chance of happening, but it would be kind of hilarious, is that these leaks aren't real, and the EA leakers and stuff like that are telling them false leaks, because like a Sunday during the afternoon when we're 5 days away from the promo, it almost never happens. And also we've got way more apparently, because he says we're just getting started. AC saying you know, just be on the lookout for the SBCs. FIFA Trading Romania saying keep your fodder. It's weird. It is definitely weird. Now the more likely outcome here, that is almost definitely the case, is that it's just an insane promo, and the leakers who do leak at EA are like excited to talk about it. Because if you guys don't know how the leaks work, many of you do, but if you don't, they don't like data mine mine anything. The only thing data mined is just the pack code. That's it. People who have like the player leaks, like a Johan Cruyff, a Ronaldo, a Ronaldinho, they're straight up just told by somebody, and that's it. There's no like data mining happening, no fancy schmancy coding going on. It's literally just you're told about it, and that's it. So if an EA employee or whoever it is, maybe it's somebody close to an EA employee that has these leaks, is just excited to talk about it because the promo is so good, then that might just be how it's gonna work, where it's like super early this week. But just interesting that we've got 3 of these crazy icons leaked. Apparently we're just getting started. What the hell does that mean? There must be some insane SBCs, because I mean, how would it just be getting started now with those 3? You can't even really top those 3 apart from Pele. I mean, that's the only one that would be in that pantheon, I guess, is like Pele, and that's it, probably, because Puskas already has a card. So just thinking attackers-wise, right? And then, since this promo is so boring, we can start talking about the next 2 promos for Euro. The next one should be Euro International Stars, which should be this Friday. And then the Euro team of the tournament, sorry, should be after that, because then the tournament is almost over, right? He says, just a prediction, not a confirmed leak as well. But it looks like International Stars is probably the next promo, especially because we have word the greats of the game icons will have to do with Copa America and the Euros. Up here for Police League says, short update, they are from Europe or Copa America, so we can't have Eto. He wanted Eto as a special card, but you know, these are revolving around Copa America and the Euro. So to me, it makes a ton of sense to where it'll just be Euro International Stars here, whatever that means. By the way, I have no idea. Just a name picked out of a hat, throw it up, and said, "Oh, that sounds like cool marketing mumbo jumbo." And fuck it, that's a cool name. Definitely interesting, because I don't think we've ever seen an icon team like this. I think maybe Team of the Year icons, was it FIFA 23, was really good, but we've never had 3 of the top 5 in the same promo. I don't think, maybe ever. Maybe it's happened once, but I'm not remembering off the top of my head, so I don't know, just trying to decipher what's going on here. It is definitely interesting. And Hungary win in the 100th minute today, by the way. I'm sure you guys saw that, but it also means Puskas goes from 97 to a 98, which is amazing, because that card already, I'm telling you right now, if you don't like understand what playstyles are super meta and what ones aren't, these 4 here are fantastic. 3 of them, I would say, are like almost tier 1 to me. It's funny because I hated on quick step for a long time. If you guys know this, I started L1 speed boosting, and holy shit, I was wrong. Quick step is unbelievable. Quick step, first touch, finesse shot are incredible. Press proven is like up there. He's not a taller striker, so it's a little bit worse, but it's still very good. I mean, that card is one of the best free cards of all time. Especially, I know it's like June, it's me July when you can get it, but I do want to give EA credit for just the fact that we can even get this card. It's pretty crazy. And also hear a couple things about the compensation updates. One was I got a couple comments yesterday saying, why would you want Vidic compensation? Because you know, people are gonna get millions of coins for like nothing. The card just got an accidental upgrade. It was better for no reason. Why would you want this to happen? And you're exactly right. I did not want, I don't want there to be compensation off random bullshit like this. Yaya Touré's compensation was bullshit, and people literally got 60, 75, 100. There's people on Twitter at 100 million coins off of it, but it was just a small mistake that they took advantage of. It wasn't like they were wrongly purchasing something. They knew they were going to get compensation and just consciously abusing the system. Like, I don't want there to be compensation off some bullshit. I'm just trying to report like all the important news to you guys. But for clarification, no. Do I want there to be Vidic compensation? No. We'll talk more about that in just one sec here. Remember the country badge collection? That's just never returned since. Where the hell is it? We also have the top Euro nations and Copa America nations packs from Weekend League and Rivals. They were untradeable. They were supposed to be tradable, like the ones have been for the last couple weeks here. That was on June 13th. This was tweeted out. It is the 23rd now, 24th. We're seeing this. I mean, I don't know. We might not ever see this, honestly. This might come out like compensation did. I think earlier in FC 24, there was a FIFA 23 compensation that came out like a couple weeks into FC 24. That was from like the beginning of August, and they just delayed it all the way until like the beginning of October. This might be the same thing again. We might not see this for months, honestly. I don't know. Market stuff, you've been around for a while. You guys know that I'm not like a big panic seller on things. I don't want to do that at all. I will say odds are though, for this greats of the game, where the hell is the squad right here? Greats of the game icons. These are, their value's a bit higher on these because of the fact that they're really one of the only, they're one of the few good icons right now. There actually aren't that many great icons in terms of really usable in the power curve that are not in this team right here. There's not many anymore. So I think some of their value, not a ton of it, but some of it is because of the exclusivity of the fact that they get icon links, and there's not many icons in the power curve right now. So I will say you're probably gonna see some drops on these, more, maybe slightly more than usual. I don't think it's gonna be massive to the point where it's like you're gonna see them go into half price, but I do think like even a card like Petite, I don't think it's gonna be 604 anymore. I think Ballack can hold his price. I think Michael Ballack's insane in game, by the way. But Dalglish being 4.1, will he stay that expensive? Rivaldo being 7 mil, will he stay that expensive? I don't think so. Also, I know we got that icon pick today, and we got Zubba's lie today, right? So a couple of decent SBCs. It's not a coincidence to me though that 89s are up 2,000 coins today. I would be shocked if some of these trading discords weren't saying, hey, go buy 89s, 89 pluses right now, because the exchanges are going to be hot to start crafting SBCs for, and just that in general, 89s being needed for the SBCs, you know, the icon SBCs that they're going to come out, let alone the exchanges. So I'm not surprised to see them up right now, and I think that we maybe want to look at club stocking today even. I know it's very early, but right now I think the circumstances are kind of unique. It's tough because I know that Division Rivals rewards, we always see it drop. So how far will it drop? It's always tough to buy before we see Rivals rewards, but I'd maybe look like 24 hours from now. I think next video, let's look at the prices and just see where they're at. And I'll tell you if I went to club stock 89s or above, because I do think there's going to be some really good profits to be had here. If the promo is as good as they say it is, there will be a lot of coins to be made. Now let's read my wonderful comment section. Peely says it's Portugal for the champs next week, hence why they give you a Portugal player for the rewards for using full Argentina squad, like for the England squad last week they gave you Enzo. If that's the case this coming week, like when we get the reward after Nuno Menj, then that's going to be confirmed, but there's a chance that it was just coincidence. Okay, there is a small chance of that. I don't want to say, hey, it's going to be Portugal next week, if there's any chance at all that it was a coincidence. So, you know, talking about that Mbappe rise, it's a chance it's France. I would say it's unlikely, but there is a chance, or it could be an Evo, right? We don't know, but that 100k rise is not out of the blue unless it's a Ponzi scheme. And here's the comment that began like people talking about the Vidic incident, right? And how people apparently were surprised by the fact that I was pushing an agenda about people getting compensation for the Vidic incident. Let's read the comment, read through everything. Rory says, why would people get compensation for Vidic? You got an upgrade by mistake, which benefits the end user, but you still want compensation for after being favored already. You're part of the reason why the community is finished as it is. I replied saying, why the fuck would I want people to get compensated for this nonsense? I'm just delivering the news. Shouldn't have happened with Yaya, and it shouldn't happen here, but it does not mean it will not, unfortunately. Rory replies to me, says, you are not delivering the news on this. You're pushing the narrative that suits the uneducated and greedy part of the community. If you wanted to display any impartiality, you could have mentioned what I said, but you failed to. I don't really know what that means, by the way. I don't know what I could have mentioned what he said. I guess I'm confused by that. And that's exactly why I am calling you out. As for Yaya situation, this has nothing to do with that situation or any previous situation before. This is the first of its kind, actually, but yet again, you were just buzzwording for the sake of it. How about a bit of humility then? Because you claimed you was not pushing an agenda, only the next sentence to push the same agenda. Yeah, I guess where I'm confused about is why would I push this agenda of Vidic compensation? Of all things to do and spend time on for something I didn't partake in. Why would I want people to get millions of coins for no fucking reason? Just like Yaya Toure. Why would I want people like... I only mentioned it in the video because if it were to happen, the compensation, where people got millions and millions and millions of coins, by abusing the system, I'd want you to be upset about it. I want you to be upset about it, Rory. What are you mad at me for? I could have maybe clarified in the video saying I don't want this. Like, I maybe could have doubled down on it or something like that. But I think most people understood that I don't want it. We have also seen people get compensation that only benefits the end user. This has happened before, not in this exact context, but it has happened before. The situation, if you said it is one of one, if you say it like it is, if I don't personally think it is, but if you think it's one of one, then we have no idea what the fuck's going to happen, do we? But as you guys know, whenever there's like beef in the comments, I always try to reply to it because it makes things interesting. I know like 99% of comments are like super positive, so I don't want you to think that like I'm upset with anybody. Even you, Rory, you're here under this comment as well. I'm assuming you were just mistaken, okay? And that's just fine. And maybe I should have even clarified I don't want people to get millions of coins for no goddamn reason, okay? I maybe should have clarified that better too. Save West, I think, says, do you notice every game devolves into the same exact game? Every player, the same defense, all gameplay the exact same. I sat down, played 20 games of champs, and I was shocked how every game was the same. Constant pressure, stuck in the midfield, aggressive interceptions, can't move up the field. Maybe I just suck, but I was shocked. It was just boring. And I honestly, you are pretty right. This game, you are playing against the the AI the majority of the time. This is probably the most I've ever seen an AI do stuff for you. If you go back and just, I want you to watch one of your games at whatever your highest level is. So say you're in Division 2, go watch a Division 2 game. If you're in Elite Division, watch an Elite Division game. I want you to watch how many times the ball is won back by a player the other person is not controlling. There will be so many times a game in a very crucial spot, the ball will be won back by an auto tackle of somebody that's not even involved at all in the second man press, or the person that is like selected by the cursor, right? The person that the player is controlling, right? So not including the second man presser or just the initial presser, somebody random. Your attacker will come in and just make a ridiculous interception, or will just tackle the ball, stick his foot in and just tackle the ball all of a sudden. It's ridiculous. This gameplay, that is why this gameplay is terrible. The auto press in this game is one of the worst things in any FIFA ever, in my opinion. We're playing against the AI as much as the user, if not more. Honestly, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt by saying as much. It probably is more. That's one of the reasons why I can't play this game for very long. I don't make much gameplay content on it because I don't like it. I just simply put, I just don't like this gameplay. And last year, I really liked it a lot, and I wish we could get some of that stuff back from last year. But okay. Hey, thanks for being here. I love you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in this video soon. Peace.